I love this menu. It's just so creepy and unsettling and amazing. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. Police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. We are starting Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Okay. Well, the mansion for the fire, this place is falling in a ruin, you know the place well. Let's not waste your time. We're not gonna just skip straight to that. We're not first to talk about Winchester. Anything I should be wary of. Okay. Well. Okay. Hi. Hello? Why can I? Why can I not click on any of these things? Okay.
I see no scorched trees or
We're
fire
using E
damage
today.
on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Many questions, sir. Oh yeah, it's just not letting me click with my mouse today. That's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, because I've been clicking with my mouse up until now.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
So many questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm texting with my mother. That had to take a real quick priority. I'm not sure which one. I presume that it's not going to actually advance me until I actually tell him, like, hey, let's not waste any more time. So I presume I can talk about everything, but I'm afraid that hitting one of these is going to trigger.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I mean, I want to go up there, but I want to make sure that we've covered all the bases. Also, in one of the last parts, I made a joke about S. Winchester being Sammy from Supernatural, and now it's Silas. But he might just be Sammy going forward. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how many Supernatural references I want to put.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go, right?
Yes. I suppose we must not waste any more time.
Here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
I mean, yeah. This is still the same mentality I've had through the rest of the game. Like, I'm the outsider here. Yes, I want information, but I also don't want to step on any toes.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, you're running away without me. I'm still trying to text my mom. And can we not go that way? Do I have to follow him? That was just me sort of being a sassy little brat, but that was a legitimate question of did I have to follow him? I do not have to follow him. Well, that's pretty. And the one... Oh, I was supposed to say the one lonely chair. Nope, here are the other chairs. This one is still a little unsettling. I was gonna say there's no problem with that one chair now. The fact that it is just sitting so apart from the others is a little weird, but also the fact that it's not sitting with... Like, it's not looking at the view. I don't know what house that is. I am trying to, like, loosely get my bearings, trying to figure out what it is that I'm looking at, because, like, that's the dock that we came in at. So, everything, the killer whale that they found would be down there, where Captain Fitzroy would be, the bar, that would all be down there, so I'm not sure what house that is that has smoke actively coming out of the chimney. So, someone is using that house. Like, actively, like, immediately right now. Sorry. One moment. And now I'm texting my dad. Okay. This game is really pretty. I do not remember when this game came out. Sorry. Apparently I'm just an ADD goblin today. Call of Cthulhu. Come on, give me a year. I wanted to say 2018, but I also feel like it was 2023. And, like, there's no correlation between those two dates. It was 2018. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna try to be significantly less ADD goblin now. I mean, my parents take a priority because they're my parents, so when they're texting me, I'm gonna do my best to answer. But the fact that my brain is just straight up refusing to focus. And that's why we couldn't go up that way. I do kind of wish that they'd let me explore that, because I wouldn't have known that. Unless did Officer Bradley say something and it just completely slipped my brain. Because if my brain is having this hard of a time focusing, like, it's a legitimate concern. Oh. I both loved and hated that musical shift. Hello, sir. Why am I here? Why are we here? What is happening? This game is gorgeous, though. Oh. Oh. This was their son. That's all I have to say about that. I understand I didn't know them, but, like, he was 11. He was young enough that his headstone has a cherub baby on it. Like, that's part. But why are all of his vases broken? Yeah, something's not right with Charles. Oh, my bad.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you.
Oh, God, hi, hello.
Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Yeah, it's really just not letting me
Why
mouse
were they
click this.
buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Okay, now I suppose I've seen enough, because it's not giving me any other options.
Let's go to the mansion.
No, I still want to see...
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
I mean, were Simon's not also fresh? It's just something to do with Charles. So, maybe Charles was doing something nefarious, and Silas was worried about Sarah and Simon, and maybe accidentally Silas had something to do with it. I'm literally just looking for avenues that aren't Charles, because Charles feels too obviously. It's Murder Mystery 101, it's always the husband or the boyfriend. So, oh, I was gonna say I'm hoping, because this is based off H.P. Lovecraft, that he would have been a little bit more creative than this, but he also was a major writer in the theme, so it probably wasn't a trope when he was writing. So, I mean, we'll see. I really hope I'm not ruining it for everybody, being like, oh, 100% is Charles, and then we find out that it was in fact Charles. I am trying to make things seem slightly less obvious. Hillrop House? Hilltop House? Hillrop. I feel like that's an R. Oh, goodness gracious. Built. And see, I feel like that is Hilltop then with T. Because if that's built, because that looks like an R. The Hilltop House, built in 1693 by Reverend John Wickwood. That is an angel, that is not John Wickwood. I laid me down and slept. I awakened, for the Lord sustained me. Psalms 3:5. Oh, and then on this side it's actually... Well,
Bradley
if I had
was
just
right.
looked at the right
This
side.
place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
And that's just going to be the same... Yep. Of course, I looked at the harder to read sides first. Why not just make it even more difficult for myself? Oh, I kind of forget that I can sprint, although it's not really sprinting. To be fair, it was originally described as running, but like, bro, this is not a run. It is obviously faster. Not a run. 100% not a run. Okay, so it looks like I cannot go up this way, or I cannot go in this way. Important distinction. I can go up here. There might be secrets, but I cannot go in this way because, yeah. Nothing else? Nothing else. Okay.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Amazing. I already knew that. I'm too good for you, game. Golly gee willikers, the ambiance though. This game is beautiful.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them.
Wow.
Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa!
Sorry. You went from 0 to 100 real fast.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
That
I'll
monster's
show
got
you
blood.
how we have it out on dark water.
Oh. Oh, now I'm on a time limit? Oh, no. Oh, hold
You
to...
can
Oh,
ask
God.
Officer Bradley if it's true. He's right behind me, paying his respects
Timers
at the
make me
Hawkins
panic.
family graves.
Bradley? A good guy. Not as dumb as you think.
That's right.
Wouldn't like to think
He'll
he'd be
tell
dumb
you
at all.
that
He's
we're
a cop.
working together.
Understood. I'm listening.
I also
The police
I don't
report
read that
describes
fast.
a domestic accident.
I don't do well
But
with
Stephen
timers.
Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Okay. Oh, and now I'm not on a time limit anymore. Amazing. You want to get rid of me? You shouldn't really need this. Ooh. But no, we are gonna...
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do.
Amazing.
Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
And I did think that that was going to be the best way. Like, he may not have been romantically inclined towards her. It's just, there is a part of him that cares about her. Obviously, he's still taking care of her grave. So, bringing up that care, I figured was going to be my best bet. I mean, I have to get into the house somehow, or I feel like the game would probably end there. So I feel like it was gonna give me the key regardless, but...
This gate is locked.
Different key, I'm guessing. Again, I guess that makes sense. It wants me to go inside the house. There's so much... Ooh! Oh! Some words would probably be super beneficial to anyone who is not in my head. This is probably Silas's house, the one that I was looking at up there. Which would make sense if he was the caretaker. Because we knew that he was still on the grounds. I'm just really slow and it's fine. There's another axe. How many axes does this man... Oh.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
This entire property, this entire town!
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Is secluded from the world. Why did that save my game? Am I just not supposed to be here yet? Because, like, valid. I can go up here? I just straight up breaking into this man's house. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that garnered for me. I presume that I'm here way sooner than I was supposed to be. The majority of the games that I play are story-driven RPGs, where, like, you specifically want to go the wrong way because you want to find the secrets. And now it's just ingrained to me to always look for the wrong way. Never follow the linear path. The linear path is where you're supposed to go. And you're never going to find any secrets that way.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Chapter 3, Hawkins Mansion. Excuse me. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of property guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down. Pierce and Bradley, sir, that was all me. 100% me. Managed to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They entered the building looking for the scene of the fire. I love the creepy shadow in the background.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
I mean, Silas? Silas has a key to this place. Was he not in here? Can he not be in here? That's Sarah's signature. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be, but just like in the green smoky glow, that's just super unsettling.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh.
What kind of meat is this?
That wasn't as exciting as I was hoping. I also feel like it's some sort of octopus or squid or something, just the way that the eyes are. Oh, nope, the eyes are super uneven and weird. Also looking at this picture. where it looks like there's another face sort of above Simon and beside Sarah. Not like a normal face, though. No nose, very wide, open mouth. Alright, what else do we have to find in here?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
So, it definitely looks like that creepy, unsettling picture when we first came down that hallway. Might have been Charles.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
I mean, there was obviously...
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Alright, Pierce. Way to beat me to the punch. He toppled his chair backwards. The son smashed his plate of food on the floor. Like, obviously something was going down here.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Oh, it is dark.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
I can still see a little bit of that face that I thought I saw before, but it is significantly less face-like with all of the other colors coming out in that photo. Painting. Not a photo. Picture. Oh, gross. Hi, hello.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Photograph of Charles Hawkins. Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Oh, right. I have some stuff that I have to... Here's... Ooh, I'm up to 5. Which will get me... that, but I really... don't think... that's even... Mostly just the strength and eloquence. Like, I understand it's a detective, I probably should put some points into investigation, or spot hidden, but... just strength and eloquence that I really want. Officer Bradley, 37. Police officer. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth of the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. He is helping me in my investigation. Silas Winchester, 64, caretaker of the Hawkins property. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester, still watches over the family graveyard and the burned-out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised. He also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child Simon. That definitely punches a hole in my theory that Silas might have been trying to protect Sarah and Simon. Or at least the way that this is phrased, he's devoted to Charles, whom he all but raised. It seems like his loyalties would have only lay with Charles, and not some, like, Sarah and Simon were just there, and he's like, hey, they're family, so I protect them also, but interesting. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. I don't remember seeing any flowers by Charles's grave. Just the smashed vases. Hawkins Mansion Gardens. The Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family, and only the old caretaker Silas Winchester still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. It is at that. The Last Supper. Since the fire in the Hawkins mansion, the dining room has remained intact. The settings allow the places occupied by the family members to be determined. Visibly, etiquette was respected, even in private. Charles Hawkins sat at the head of the table, with wife and son on either side. The knocked-over chair could be due to something that happened after the fire, or it could confirm the theory of a domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched in certain places, the meat mysteriously preserved, since then seems to have been the subject of the dispute between the Hawkins couple. And, yeah, this was exactly what was on when we read it. What was he looking for on these excursions? Key to the tradesman's entrance. Got a hold of the key that opens the door to the tradesman's entrance of the Hawkins mansion. I hope it was worth the risk. I mean, I don't know what inspecting this thing is going to do, but no, it doesn't really. Yeah, well, that was a thing that I wasted my time doing. And yours. You're welcome. Sorry, is that a painting, like, of this hallway? Hate that. Supposed to be Sarah and Charles. Charles is a big man.
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself.
Or Sarah's a small lady.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.